Hey everyone, how are you? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome for the first time. Tonight we are introducing yet another new character to my DragonFable Let's Play series. He is a math prodigy named Klaus that ended up in the land of rising evil the same way as Adora did last month. He was studying for an exam in his school library when he took out a banned fantasy book to read during his downtime. As you most likely predicted what happened next, it contained a portal that teleported him to this alternate dimension. His arrival came shortly after a Moglin chef named Ruby experimented with a dangerous ingredient on Friday the 13th that caused a sentient slime infestation in Falconreach. The issue thankfully took care of itself within a week since the slime was miraculously edible, but the town is facing a bigger problem. Its treasury was robbed by a group of Sneevils, and to make up for his poor lapse of judgment, the mayor has forced the confused Klaus to step in to recover the missing gold. He isn't thrilled about correcting a mistake that could easily be prevented, but if it gets him out of cleaning up the slime oozing around town, he'll take it. I named this character after the intelligent middle child of the Baudelaire family in a series of unfortunate events. They both share a fondness of reading, though Klaus gravitates more toward math books. By the time he was 8 years old, he could solve rational function equations in his head. Math as a subject was never my strongest suit, so I envy his talent. This is charming. St. Patrick's Day is called Lucky Day in this world. It's a holiday special event. Lucky and the rest of my Sneevilicons are the hoarders of gold and the advocates of luck throughout lore. These are the tales of one hero's quests as everyone tries to gain a little more luck and a lot more gold in their lives. The foreword was written by King Sneeveric Yeats. He gives Wario a run for his money, and this must be his lucky. I see what they did there. Lucky is spelt differently. He states, ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, hero? I don't know. We're about to find out in Chapter 1. Gold Fever. You very lucky Sneevilicons, such good sharers of gold. Must be charitable if it didn't involve theft. Chapter 1. Gold Fever. Someone, or something, in Falconreach has stolen all of the town's gold. Mayor Rife is asking for your help to recover the town's most precious commodity. Without gold, the town cannot be rebuilt after wars. Told you this was a bigger problem than a slime infestation. We have a slight situation, Klaus. The town treasury has mysteriously disappeared. I need you to get that gold back. Hang on a second. I need to equip the weapons that Klaus needs. Frostbat Blade. The level 1 sword that's a cosmetic weapon which literally does nothing except there's a special. This peculiar blade was formed from the first sprouts of spring. What a coincidence! Flowers are starting to grow in the region in the area I'm from, and it's given me some hope that the trees are going to have leaves again. The sight does wonders to my seasonal depression. This peculiar blade was formed from the first sprouts of spring, has a 5% chance on hit to apply a 50% damage over time for 5 turns. So it's not an entirely useless item. And Klaus owns a cloak called Incandescent Grace. This cloak was said to have been crafted for a lucky adventurer who once stumbled across a fairy village. Whatever happened to that adventurer after, though, is unknown. I bet he married a fairy princess. That's what I wager. Which makes him a lucky adventurer indeed. Cloak looks good. Okay, now let's get back to the story. Mayor Rife says, we have a slight situation, Klaus. The town treasury has mysteriously disappeared. I need you to get that gold back. Let's talk. Something has caused the Sneevils to start stealing all the gold they come across. The entire town treasury has been stolen by those little green men. I have plans for that gold. Real plans. Must be terrible. I never should have put 3.14 billion gold in one box. Now that's the poor lapse of judgment I was talking about. Should have kept it in a safe instead. Go out there and get that gold back, citizen. Be careful, otherwise those little thieves will steal your gold too. And now go! Class only has 895 gold and 450 dragon coins. I doubt the Sneevils will steal much of value. Let's go into the woods. And put that damage overtime weapon to the test. Into the woods. As you venture deeper into the woods, you find more and more of those little... As you venture deeper into the woods, you find more and more of those little green Sneevilicons, and more loot. Cool. Who knew a clover could do so much damage? %40 of his health is gone already? Yeah, Leroy Jenkins is not gonna save you. The power of the spring thought entangles your foe. Guess that makes this battle a little easier. Oh no, you don't. Yippee! Level 3 already! What's wrong with being confident? What's wrong with being confident? Take this. Okay, so a Sneevilicon, like a regular Sneevil, doesn't have any resistances at all. Which is either good or bad, depending on how you look at it. Babylon! Looks like Klaus is going to need all the luck he can get at this rate. I doubt it's going to be a short quest, too. And just like that, Klaus is out of health potions. Leroy Jenkins again? Our characters must be a big fan. The power of the spring thaw entangles your foe. Well, looks like Klaus didn't... Wait, there's a healing pad right over there. I guess it can last in the woods after all. That's always a good thing. Alright, wish him luck this time. No, shan't. Oof. Battle on! Into the dirt at the rate this is going. Okay, so even with the healing pad, class would still get creamed by that Sneevil, so... And even though class is restored to full health, it probably won't be a good idea to go back out there. So, I'm gonna be just one moment. Alright, I'm back and Klaus is better prepared, I hope. And the forest layout changed drastically. Here goes nothing. Class has equipped a weapon called Zorchi. Pretty funny name for a lightning-based weapon. This weapon requires a dragon amulet. Of course it does. The crystal displayed has been magically charged with energy. That's the most straightforward description I ever read today, but at least it offers +1 crit. And it looks like this, so that's a plus. By the power of skull, is that supposed to be a color? It's the kind of color code that I see in Photoshop. Wonder what that could mean. Looks like class is going to be level 5 after this next battle. If only Klaus had the ability to stun his foes, that would make his battles a lot easier. But he won't get it until he's at a slightly higher level. Miss! Ha! Better aim next time. Or luck, shall I say. And just like that, Klaus is level 5. So, that sucks. Doesn't have any level 5 weapons or equipment. And there's a fork in the road. Would you look at that? Cry havoc and let slip the togs of war. Whatever that could mean. Yes, a critical hit. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh no, that critical hit has inflicted more damage than Klaus's did. We'll see about that. Come on, you can do this. You rule, math wizard. Okay, gonna go back to the healing pad just in case there's a monster, there's a Sneeville in either one of these paths. Despite Klaus's improved stats, he's still weak. He'll go this way. which leads to a mana healing pad. Or a mana pad for a better term. That sounded dirty. Well, let's get going. You again. Freedom! Well, Klaus is on a mission to liberate Falcon Reach's gold, so that battle cry's accurate. No, he missed. I am ready. Bring it on. Again, the dogs of war. What's up with that? Klaus took a bit of a nasty hit, so he's gonna go back to the start to heal up. Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? 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 Nope, not yet. Klaus still has a bit of exploring to do before that bridge can be crossed. Sneevil's stack attack is already there? That trip didn't amount to much. Even though Klaus had a hard time when he first started this quest, I'm disappointed that it was that short. I might not want to speak too soon. Because that exploding dog is destroying his health rapidly. and it makes me anxious. And what's more disappointing is that the stack attack isn't festive. None of them are wearing leprechaun outfits. I'm ready. Bring it on. Dang it! I was hoping he'd get through this quest without needing a potion. But we can't always get what we want. The power of the spring thaw entangles your foe. 10 hit points taken off? That's a little more beneficial. And just like that, the Sneeville stack attack is set on fire, and Klaus is level 6. The differences between the old art and the new art will never not be mind-blowing. Da 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 da. You've recovered a bit more of the town's gold and taken out a few more of those thieving Sneevillicons. Violet Horseshoe, level 55 sword. This blade is adorned with a lucky charm. Well, lucky for you since you're the one that found it. Not so lucky for the guy that lost it. This item requires a dragon amulet. It does 67 to 77 light damage. Let's have a look at what it looks like. Yeah, I can tell that the art on that sword is old. But it's a very vintage sword. You very lucky Sneevillicon, such good sharers of gold. Yeah, I can sort of understand that now. And before Klaus assists the mayor further, unwillingly of course, he'll be right back for another take 5. He's got some more stats to train. Klaus's look is hardly noticeable because he's still wearing the same equipment, but his stats have gotten a little bit better. And that means he's ready for war. Gold Fever, Attack of the Sneevillicons. The war meter sorta looks a little weird. The Sneevilles have somehow caught Gold Fever and stolen Falcon Reach's town treasury. Now the Sneevilles are superpowered and willing to do anything to keep the treasure. I wouldn't turn my back on them, or they might just steal your gold too. The objective is, defeat waves of creatures alongside your fellow adventurers to win the war and fight the leader of the fighting Sneevilles. 3 battles should do the trick. Defeat 5 more for this wave. Let's go. Finally, Klaus can stun enemies. Triple attack. And the war cry to top it off. Now the Snevelicon is at a slight disadvantage. Keyword, slight. Defeat 4 more for this wave. Cora! Wait, Cora is from another dimension. How does Klaus know she exists? He must have been a fan of Legend of Korra back home. That's probably why. That must be the explanation. It's kind of funny that even though a Snevelicon doesn't have any resistances, Klaus inflicts less damage on it than on the other Snevels. Interesting sound effects. Ultimate Combo Strike. He isn't wrong, a triple attack is a combo strike. Except that one, he missed. Seriously, these catchphrases are random. Too random to be taken seriously, in fact. DragonFable's almost like Dungeons and Dragons if the writers of Teen Titans Go were in charge of it. Rawr! What are you, Simba? I'm guessing being teleported to Lore through a portal is letting Klaus blow off more steam than I anticipated. Defeat one more for this wave. Another Snevelicon. Again, Klaus acting like Simba is hilarious to see. It's so random, but it's funny. Now that's a lucky number. Gold Fever. You've taken down another wave of those thieving Sneevils and recovered more of the town's treasury. Is this thing really over now? Not for another 2 waves. Now Klaus must retrain his stats again. Here we go, Klaus is fighting his 2nd wave. Let's do this. Big surprise! A Sneevil stack attack is waiting for him. I want my 2 gold. Is he asking for a refund? Did he buy a faulty product? Or did he get the Switch 2 and it broke? Buying something expensive only to get a low refund is pretty accurate. The power of spring thaw entangles your foe. 11 damage over time. It just keeps getting better and better. No wonder. The stack attack is slightly resistant to fire and energy. Gonna get the Decay's Bandit Blade equipped. You may remember that Quigley upgraded it to look more polished, but each time someone fights Drakath back in Oaklore, then the outcome is that they get this blade in this rustic condition. $13 damage over time. That's another plus. Guess this must be class's lucky wave. Oh, it's a little weaker. And it's set on fire again. Satisfying to see. Quigley got 7 gold. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 times more gold than he said he would. He's really getting in the hang of asking for a refund, even if it means taking it by force. Seriously, I don't recommend trying it in real life. It's not worth going to jail over. Okay, Quigley has his potions, he's healed up automatically, and it's time to fight another wave, assuming that he's ready. Oh, right, I forgot. The power of the spring thaw entangles your foe. It's always a good thing to see. Still trying to liberate the town's gold, are we, Klaus? $57 critical hit? Dang it! The advantage these Nevils have over Klaus irks me. Defeat 4 more for this wave. It's almost like the game mocks me for jumping into seasonal events before the base classes are trained up. Excuse me. The power of spring thaw entangles your foe. That's what I like to see. The power of the spring thaw entangles your foe. Excellent. Not gonna take chances with class fighting the next Nevo with very limited health and mana. Cowabunga! Okay, so now Klaus thinks he's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Shoot. Defeat one more for this wave. Wonder what's in that box. There's nothing there. That stinks. Yet the spring thaw hasn't kicked in. Before I face the boss in this war, I need to invite a chaperone because Klaus is still new to this world. He might get beaten to death. So Quigley requested Ralith to step in to help. Battle the boss monster. Snuck what gold? Pretty shiny gold. I think I better rest up. That's a good idea. Wow, you are one big Sneevil. You give Snuck gold now, or Snuck get angry. You already are angry, Snuck. I definitely don't want to see you get angry. I don't think I'd like it. Why do you need so much gold, though? That's a Hulk reference and definitely is spelled wrong. Gold make the powerful. Gold need I have. Give Snuck gold. Okay, I think we've established you want gold. Snorri. Okay, I think we've established you want gold. Stop. Okay, I think we've established you want gold. Sorry, Snook. That gold belongs to Falconreach. You can't have it. There should have been a period after Falconreach, and you should be capitalized. Gold! Oh, I see the Hulk reference. Snook is almost spelled like Hulk. Snook and Hulk sound the same. Look at him hustle and tussle like he's about to get into a bar fight. The Sneevils have stolen all the town's gold. It's up to you to take down these superpowered Sneevils. And Klaus and Ralph are going to work together to take down a powerful one. Rowlet used to be overpowered, but in a later update he got nerfed. Metal 25, immobility 15, shrink 10. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. It might be the resistance to metal that does it. Slam! Target on hits done for 1 turn, 2 hits x 25% damage, 50% total. Looks like I made the right call inviting Rowlet. Those punches are lethal. Even though the art is a little bit old and the style is simplistic, the anatomy is pretty good. It's a pretty accurate looking buff goblin. I'm ready, bring it on! But Rowlet isn't, which is unfortunate. Phew, that's a relief. Why did he say that in front of Rowlet? Doesn't he have an obsessive disdain for talks? My memory on that is going. We did it, we've beaten him, and we're still standing. I like how the hat just falls on his face. That just makes his defeat a lot more comical. Workshop! Fortune's Edge, level 8 axe. This axe once belonged to a warrior named Lucky, who fell off a cliff onto a pile of poison arrows. Poor old Lucky. Luckily, Lucky lived because now he stars in a commercial advertising marshmallow cereal. Make that a series of commercials. Pretty impressive art. The stagger once belonged to a hero named Lucky, who fell into a well filled with deadly water snakes while running from a rabid gorillafant. Poor old Lucky. Wow. That's even more nostalgic. Lucky's walking stick. The staff once belonged to a hero named Lucky, who tripped over an angry dragon into a pit of larger, angrier dragons. Poor old Lucky. All I can say is that he's fortunate to have lived long after these incidents to star in his own commercials. Advertising cereal full of marshmallows is a step up from these is a step up from going on these adventures only to keep injuring yourself at every turn. Kinda like Klaus is tonight. Finish quest. You've taken down another wave of those thieving Sneevils and recovered more of the town's treasury. Is this thing really over now? I hope so, because Klaus can't take much more of this. This is no time for breaks. The town needs you to get that gold back. The end? What is with these funny hats? Ever since the Sneevils started wearing them, all they want is more and more gold. This is just weird. Time to bring in an expert then. To the expert! And that's how the Sox won the AL pennant. And that's how the Sox won the AL pennant back in 2004. The World Championship was really just icing after that. Is that the roommate that Warlick mentioned to Quigley? Oh, great. So, about this hat. Which hat? That one that's going to explode or the chicken one? Going to explode? What? You didn't want that? I thought you wanted that. No! Oh, alright then. Here, let me take care of it. How? Where did you put it? I don't know. LOL. Wherever it ended up, it's someone else's problem now. And hopefully the treasury is fully stocked with gold. Nope, it's not. It's an ongoing problem. This is no time for breaks. The town needs to get that gold back. Hell no, Klaus is out of here. Alright, I'm back in the Lucky Day storybook, and some other adventurer is helping the mayor recover the town's treasury, while Klaus moves on to Chapter 2, 9 times the charm. 4-leaf clovers lucky, but 9-leaf clovers over 9 times luckier. Lucky not so good at math, though. You're in luck. Klaus is a genius at math. Chapter 2, 9 times the charm. Valencia is hunting for a 9-leaf clover, which she has heard is rarer than any other little green plant around. If you help her, she'll see what she can do about improving your luck. Ninth times the charm. Valencia is hunting for a 9-leaf clover, which she has heard is rarer than any other little green plant around. If you help her, she'll see what she can do about improving your luck. Quigley must have told her about Klaus's attempt at helping the mayor. The power of the spring thaw entangles your foe. The mayor's pissed that Klaus ditched him, but Klaus isn't some errand boy. He doesn't want to be cleaning up an incompetent mayor's dirty work, that's for sure. Klaus got the Fortune's Edge equipped. You can't really see it because he still has the... He still has the cosmetic weapon equipped. But you can tell he has it on him because he is able to inflict wind damage. And what is this I see? Is that the fabled 9-leaf clover? It's sparkly in person. Alright, just take a minute to take it in. Not like anything is gonna swoop down from the sky and steal it. Not even a Voltragon. It's kind of good to stay in the moment. But I don't have much time for Hakuna Matata. 9-leaf clover, you must feel pretty lucky. Sure do. Crap, it's another Sneevelicon. As a low-level character, Klaus can never be too careful. That's why he needed to get to level 8 as soon as he could after Cicero sent the leprechaun hat to somewhere unknown. Could be another dimension. Worst case scenario, he might have it teleported to either the real world or to the world of Castlevania or Bloodstained. As if they don't have enough demons to battle already. They might have an exploding hat to deal with. Though the humor in this game is strange, it still was ahead of its time. Then Teen Titans Go came out, and now that I'm playing DragonFable again, I'm getting similar vibes. Don't have anything against Teen Titans Go because it was my guilty pleasure when I went to community college, and had continued to be for a few years, but now I just watch the show on and off because there's no continuity. I don't think it's meant to have continuity. Because it's a show aimed for younger audiences, not those that had grown up and spent their childhoods watching the original Teen Titans. The actors certainly enjoy it. Scott Medville enjoys it. Tara Strong enjoys it. I talked to both of them. They seem like they're having fun. They're having fun helping out with the show, so why yuck their yum? In the same way, if people still enjoy DragonFable, why yuck their yum, even though it's a Flash game and most kids nowadays are occupied with Fortnite and Roblox. Though DragonFable's team is like the little engine that could. It thinks it can. Despite Flash being discontinued and Adobe Anime being on maintenance mode with no further updates, it's like an island in an ocean in a vast sea of ignorance. Kind of like a library. The power of the spring thaw entangles your foes. I remember thinking, are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? Oh yeah! These Nivellicons are like gremlins. They pop up when they're least wanted. Oh, I didn't notice that Klaus can just throw a dagger now. Oh well, he can do that next battle. Speak of the devil! You found what you were looking for! Lucky Charm! A brilliant gleam shines off the emerald inlay on this ring. It gives off an aura of good fortune and health. It's magically felicitous. Felicitous. I think I might have spoken a little too soon when I brought up Lucky Charms. It's too bad there's no healing pad, but at least this shop, in exchange for collecting the 9-leaf clover, makes up for it. There's 2 of them? You gotta be kidding me. Well, I'm definitely in luck. The Nivellicons weren't as tough as I thought together, so Klaus didn't really need the dagger after all. You found what you were looking for. Might as well get a level 25 and level 35 variants of the Lucky Charms, just in case. At least these rings aren't made of marshmallows and wheat. This plant is over 0.4444 times as lucky as other lesser plants. Nah, don't compare them to dandelions. Dandelions are my favorite kind of plant. They're like mini suns. Okay, chapter 3 can wait. Because Klaus has had enough fighting for one day, and even though he doesn't have a way to get back home, at least he can check in at the Falcon Reach Inn to get some rest, and hopefully if he brought a math book with him, he can freshen up on his algebra skills. Now let's check what Quigley has been up to while all of that had been going on in Falcon Reach. Oh, I almost forgot. Klaus needs to fight an elemental to test his strength. He still has Rowlett with him, so he probably won't pass it in a traditional sense. But maybe next year when I play as class again, he hopefully won't need a chaperone to make sure he doesn't get beaten to a pulp. That was cool. It sure was. Sorry about that, guys. Now let's check on what Quigley is up to. There. It's a beautiful morning in Falconridge and not even a slime to be found. It's going to be a perfect day. First things first, Quigley needs to get his practice in. I wonder how he'll fare with a spider-themed sword in his hand. Light elemental? That's the first time I've seen one in this playthrough. Okay, not bad so far. No, he doesn't have a darkness weapon. Not that he would benefit from it. Yet. Do elementals have nostrils? That would leave Quigley at a disadvantage if number 2 is fighting by his side. That was bright and brilliant. Quigley's ready to watch his dragon hatch. Heroes welcome. And that makes Falcon Ridge the perfect place to live. Unless it's in the middle of an invasion. All is well so far. And there's Twilly with a giant yellow exclamation mark over his head to indicate that it's time to watch the hatching. Eee! It is time! It is time! Quick! Let's go to the cave where your dragon egg is! The hatching! What took you so long? You almost missed it. Oh, I'm so excited. I've been waiting so long for this day. You don't get to see a dragon hatch every day, especially one so special. Twilly, you knew that it was going to hatch today? Sure, Lady Celestia gave me the exact date and time of the hatching. What? Why doesn't anyone ever tell me anything? I tried everything to get it to hatch. Really? Like what? Well... I tried sitting on it, of course. Board. What are you, a chicken? Then I tried singing to it. Rock-a-bye eggy in the stone clock. When the wind blows, the statue will turn. Oh, I feel like an idiot. No kidding. I tried asking nicely. Please, 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 with sugar and candy and whatever dragons. Please, 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 with sugar and candy and whatever dragons eat, puppies or princesses or something on top. Please. I tried to gently tap on the egg. I don't recommend it. Okay, egg, let's see which one of us breaks first. It doesn't work like that. It has to come from within. I even tried a saucy puppet show to coax it out. Really? Oh, Mr. Buddykins, you scoundrel! Okay, that is a funny show. Not even that worked. If I knew it was on a set timer, it would have saved me a lot of time. Is that what you've been doing while Klaus was recovering gold from the treasury for the mayor? And while there was a literal slime war going on? Never mind that, Quigley. Look, it's moving! Lord Sepulcher, the egg is moving. The hatching is upon us at last. With the might of this dragon at my command, the world will bow at my feet! The age of doom begins as soon as my dragon takes its first breath. But the hatchling will only be a baby. How? My dragon amulet, Dracath. With the power of my dragon amulet, my dragon will assume its fully grown form at my command. My lord, a crack in the shell. A crack in the shell. It won't be long now. I don't know what to do. What should I do? Should I boil some water? Why would you boil water? I don't know. I just know that people boil water when a baby is about to be born. I don't think people boil water anymore. Just be ready for anything. We still don't know which dragon this will be, the savior of the world or its destroyer. It's time! It's hatching! It is time! That's not exactly what I was expecting. I was literally gonna say that, Drakath. You beat me to it. And look how anime looking that dragon is. It's adorable. Okay, so much for that. Master? What have you done? Is that better, my little Dracolich? I think I'll call you Fluffy. Pretty funny name for a Dracolich. Here we go! Uh-oh. Oh, it's sleeping. Aw, it's so cute. It doesn't look so evil, does it, Twilly? Twilly? Aren't you gonna pull him out of his mouth before he gets digested? Oh, good lord. Da 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 da. Your baby dragon has hatched. Speak to Lady Celestia in Sunbreeze Grove. She should have some idea of what someone needs to do for a growing baby dragon. Yeah, that means Quigley is now a proud dragon father. That's quite the achievement. Wow, your dragon is looking healthy. You should visit Lady Celestia in Sunbreeze Grove to get started on training them. Now that your dragon has hatched, it's time for adventure. Be sure to visit Sunbreeze Grove to learn all about taking care of your new companion. Don't understand why the portal can't just take Quigley to the Grove directly. Greetings, Quigley. It's good to see you again. Welcome to Sunbreeze Grove, my home, and that's of my apprentice, Alicia. Greetings, Quigley. Welcome to Sunbreeze Grove. Hello, Quigley. Lady Celestia has told me much about you. I am Alicia, her apprentice. In this place of peace, you can deepen your bond with your dragon, learning from each other and growing together. Although Alicia is still learning, she shows great promise. We are happy to assist with your dragon's growth and training. I'm trying to learn all I can about where the elemental powers of dragons come from. I want to help dragons focus their elemental powers and perhaps even unlock new abilities, but that would take me quite some time to figure out. I'm still very new, and there is so much to learn. You can say that again. To be honest, whispers, I'm still a little homesick. Lady Celestia is so nice, but things are so different here, and there's so much I don't know. You'll do well, Alicia, I'm sure of it. You have so much potential, there is time yet for you to realize it. Where do we begin? Let's start with baby dragon quests and training. Though young, your dragon is very powerful. Still, they have much potential for growth. Dragon Chow, 15 gold. Puppy Snacks. Those adorable little bite-sized monsters give your dragon 1 training point. I wonder what Dragon Chow tastes like to a dragon. Maybe pudding. Remember, you can only feed your dragon once per day. If you have more than one type of dragon food, choose your dragon food carefully. Cannot feed your dragon until tomorrow, but Quigley hasn't even fed him yet. Well, I guess it'll have to wait until the next playthrough. So he'll skip right to the quest. Your dragon is growing quite nicely, Quigley. You have grown in both strength and abilities. You have raised them well, too soon. If you can provide the gold required to pay for the necessary regiments, I can help them grow using energy from your dragon amulet. This will permanently increase them in size and will also allow you to load them. This will permanently increase them in size and will also allow you to load them not as a pet, but as a true friend, allowing you to equip another pet. How much gold are we talking about here? 10,000 gold for this one-time upgrade. Your dragon will also gain 100 plus 100 stat points to train with. Maybe later. Now moving on to the dragon quest. You and Draco have much to learn together. Can I change his name, please? Customize. As dragons grow, their appearance may change and adapt to their environment. Since your dragon is traveling and bonding with you, your vision for your dragon will give them a great influence on their appearance, and don't forget to give your dragon a proper name. Draco kind of reminds me of Draco Malfoy from the Harry Potter series, and when it changed into Gabriel from the Lord of Shadow trilogy. Hairstyle. Nope, 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 nope. Too dorky. Nope, 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 nope. Pretty badass, but no. Nope, 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 nope. Too spooky. Definitely too otherworldly. Nope, too extraterrestrial. Nope, too cybernetic. Same thing goes for that head. And third, the ancient Egyptian vibe is kind of cool, but no. Nope. 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 Nope kind of reminds me of a Titan. Oh yeah, I'm going with that. Perfect! And for the tail style... Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope. Kind of like the coding, but nope. 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 Go back, go back, go back. I'll go with this. Actually, I'll go with red. It is my favorite color after all. Okay, that looks good even though I can't really see it. As for the wing colors... Okay, that looks good. So that is the vision that you have for your dragon? Such interesting choices, that's a way of putting it. Now, when you use your dragon amulet to unleash your dragon's full power, you will see that the bond between you as thus shapes the appearance of your dragon. If your vision of your dragon should change for whatever reason, you're welcome to return. If your vision of your dragon should change for whatever reason, you're welcome to return, and I can help you focus. Cherish your bond with Gabriel, as not every Dragon Lord is lucky enough to share in such a connection. I'm sure your journey together will be the stuff of legends. I can't wait to hear the tales. We got a lot of training ahead of us. Dragon Quest. You and Gabriel have much to learn together, much better. Your dragon has been equipped as your pet. Bye, number 2. Bonding. Hello, Quigley. It's very good to see you and Gabriel again. Hello, Quigley. It's very good to see you and Gabriel again. I'm afraid to say that I need your help once again. An old friend of mine has a very important package for me. Unfortunately, he is a bit of a recluse. He lives in a cave far to the east, and I cannot make the trip myself. Be sure to tell him that I sent you, and make it back with the package before nightfall. The walk will be nice, and my throat's getting a little dry. The walk will be nice, and it will give you and Gabriel a chance to do some real bonding. The walk will be nice, and it will give you and Gabriel a chance to do some real bonding. Read, your dragon and your basic needs. Basic needs. Taking care of your dragon means meeting their needs. Your dragon depends on you for a lot of the basic elements of a happy life, just like a dog. Walking your dragon can be a good way to get to know your baby dragon and what they're interested in when out in the world. Dragons are curious creatures by nature, so be sure to keep a watchful eye on your winged friend. Aww. Have fun, and be careful. You okay, Gabriel? You're kind of stuck. Fire is their default element because of course it is. Dragons breathe fire, so naturally their element must be fire. Are you kidding me? Gabriel can't move at all. It's like he's glued to this. It's like he's glued to the floor. Wait, do my eyes deceive me? Is Gabriel moving with Quigley? It's beautiful. He must have gotten the super glue off of his claws and feet. I'm certain these are edible healing mushrooms, so Quigley will save them for later. Oh, I lied. He's stuck again. Why did I say that? Beach! What a lovely place to relax at! Didn't realize that the grove was close to a shore. What a beautiful place to go swimming. More healing mushrooms? I'm sure Quigley can handle a clock and... Crap. He'll need to improvise if he hopes to survive. Oh no. Good thing? Nope, it's a bad thing. $35 immobility resistance. Klaus was lucky. Quigley was not. At least the edible mushrooms will nourish Quigley back to health. Do you want to eat this and recover your HP/MP? They taste like gummy bears. What's this? Found skull. 15 bonus experience. This Dracolich skull has been here a long time. Looks like some other adventurer cleared some of the way for you. That was nice of them. Surprisingly. Oh, good grief. Babylon! Till the Arcanaut drops upside down. Cool. Okay, I think Quigley has a water weapon handy. No, he doesn't. The only water weapon he has handy is a fish sword. And even that can't defeat a ladybug. What's this? This is interesting. Ultimate Combo Strike. Bye-bye, Lavadever. Found old helm. 7 bonus gold. This helmet must have belonged to some unlucky adventurer. It has huge teeth marks in it. 7 bonus gold. This helmet must have belonged to some unlucky adventurer. It has huge teeth marks in it. What kind of friend of Celestia would want? 7 bonus gold. This helmet must have belonged to some unlucky adventurer. It has huge teeth marks in it. What kind of friend of Celestia would want to live in this dangerous area? Good question. Lady Celestia has a lot of connections, so it wouldn't surprise me that if she has daring friends. Gonna need to find the edible mushrooms in case this gets dangerous. Gabriel, you're lagging behind. It's the super glue again, isn't it? Mmm, delicious. I can taste the gummy bears again. Crossing out attack. Yap, yap, yap. Perfect. Let's keep moving. It's you! It's you! It's the red dragon from the beginning of the game. And Quigley's not even level 30 yet. He's way too early for that confrontation. I remember you from the beginning of the game. Way to break the fourth wall, Dragon. I remember you too, especially the way you were looking at me like a hero burger. He's drooling. He's still looking at him like a hero burger. And Quigley is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 17 levels behind. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just here looking for a friend of Lady Celestia's. He should have a package for her. Ah, so she sent you for the package. Very well. Oh, then you must be a friend. Yes, she and I have a very long history together. So, can I have the package? Certainly, hero. Ah, thank you, that's very kind of you. You received Lady Celestia's package. Sadly for you, Celestia only said that I had to... Sadly for you, Celestia only said that I had to not eat you that time. It's perfectly fine to just walk away and say have a good day. Just a word of advice. What about the package? It was given to you. It is no longer my responsibility. Now, get in my belly. Ouch. Leave my pet alone, you big oaf. What is this? I am Gabriel, and this here is Quigley of the Prophecy. It is said that he is to be the human who will either save the world or destroy it. You cannot touch him. This is that hero? You better believe it. Between you and me, I've seen him do battle. I think that this one will be the one who destroys the world. Wait, what? Hey! Oh, sorry. I forgot that you could understand Draconic. Is that some kind of language spoken... Is that some kind of language spoken by dragons? Yep, that's what happens when you have a dragon amulet. You eavesdrop on very awkward interactions. Very well, you may leave. This time. So we're just going to leave? You had to ask. Do you have a better idea? Yeah, I'm a dragon lord and you're my dragon. Let's teach this big mouth a lesson that he will remember next time he tries to eat me. Oh yeah, I forgot that we could do that. Hey, wait, what are you doing? Summon dragon and fight. You do realize that you don't have any skills to work with, right? And you're practically gonna get creamed. Sorry, Quigley. Looks like you and Gabriel still have much to learn. And why did Gabriel suddenly revert to his default colors? Is this some kind of glitch? Hello, Quigley. Hello, Gabriel. How did your bonding trip go? let's just say that things got heated between us and your friend. Sorry. See? That's what happens when you embark on these... See? That's what happens when you embark on these quests unprepared. You risk getting burned to death. Way to add insult to injury. Which brings us to Dragon Rider. With the power of a dragon amulet, you can help your dragon channel their energy and become temporarily full-grown. That's nice. In order to battle effectively atop Gabriel as a Dragon Rider, and to make up for your failed bonding experience, you will need to hone your skills together. Way to rub it in. Our fair village is under attack. You and Gabriel have to stop Togzilla and his kaiju army from destroying all of... Our fair village is My throat's getting dry again. Our fair village is under attack. You and Gabriel have to stop Togzilla and his kaiju army from destroying all of Yaktio. I think that's how it's pronounced. Sorry if I didn't get it right. This stroke of bad luck was not what I had in mind for Quigley. But fighting these kaijus would seem to make up for it. I hope. Your primal rage increases your damage. Not really. Your Primal Rage increases your damage. Again, I doubt it. But these creatures are pretty easy to destroy. Except when you're low on health. I see a critical hit in the 1000s. That means this skill has taken this. That means this Primal Rage does have a bit of use. And now we take down Togzilla, who may or may not be related to the Togs that Roliff might hold a grudge against. It's gonna be another close fight. Brace yourself. Congratulations, you have unlocked a new skill for your dragon for saving this parody of Tokyo. You have defeated Togzilla and driven it back into the sea, and the battle. You have defeated Togzilla and driven it back into the sea, and the battle practice has helped your dragon develop its ability. You have defeated Togzilla and driven it back into the sea, and the battle practice has helped your dragon develop its abilities further. Let's go for another training session, or at least another kaiju invasion. Something tells me they were sent to this town on purpose. Just dragon scale? That won't be enough to defeat the Red Dragon. You're gonna need to try a little harder. Your primal rage increases your damage. Still got a long way to go. I don't think Quigley could take down a kaiju with just 3,127 hit points left. Look at that smug look on this kaiju's face before Gabriel snapped it off. Here I go. A little bit. Awesome. Congratulations, you have unlocked a new skill for your dragon. You have defeated Togzilla and driven it back into the sea, and the battle practice has helped your dragon develop its abilities further. Which likely means, as I said, that the kaijus and the Togzillas were sent to the town on purpose as part of Gabriel's training. Breath. 2 hits, X 100% damage, 200% overall. This attack gains plus 100% base damage if target has a damage overtime, 300% total. We might likely have to wait and see. Excuse me. Getting close to level 14. You can do this, Quigley. Togzilla. His health slightly increased. It's nothing Quigley can't handle on his own. Two turns of cooldown remaining, of course. Dice Togzilla is down and Quigley is now level 14. Awesome. Congratulations! You unlocked a new skill for your dragon. You have defeated Togzilla and driven it back into the sea, and the battle practice has helped your dragon develop its abilities further. Let's find out. Smash. 2 hits, X 100% damage, 200% total. Target, auto negative 100 immunity for 1 turn. Target on hits, stun for 2 turns. Awesome. And not even a scratch on Quigley's hit point. Or health. Nice, 1,362 critical hit. Quigley's working his way up, that's for sure. I doubt that Quigley could keep up being in perfect health during his battle with Togzilla, but he's gonna try anyway. Oops, too late. At least Quigley's not too damaged compared to the last few times. Congratulations, you have unlocked a new skill for your dragon. You have defeated Togzilla and driven it back into the sea, and the battle practice has helped your dragon develop its abilities further. Gonna try a couple more times and then look around Falconreach. One hit X 100% damage, target on hit 50% damage over time for 3 turns. Because Quigley can unfortunately never be too careful when dealing with dragons. perfection. Not enough mana. Dang it! Let's give this another try. Congratulations, you have unlocked a new skill for your dragon. Complete the quest. You have defeated Togzilla and driven it back into the sea, and the battle practice has helped your dragon develop its abilities further. Awesome. Feeling a bit more optimistic now. You need to level up before Dragon Rider skills can be trained further. Dang it! Revert. Home sweet home. Quigley's home away from home. My mom says it's cool. She might not be wrong. Oh, hi Ash. Wow, your dragon finally hatched? I'd love to meet them. Introduce your dragon. This is so exciting. I've never actually seen a dragon before. You haven't? It's a world full of dragons. Surely Falcon Ridge can't be that out of the way if... He must have grown up sheltered. Hi Ash, this is Gabriel. Gabriel, say hello. Hello. So, this is little Gabriel, huh? They're kinda cute. Not much for talking though, are you? He talks, just not in a language you can understand. They only just hatched. That too. Haha, I know. I wouldn't be able to understand them anyway. I can't speak Draconic, and I don't have a dragon amulet. Still, it's very nice to meet you, Gabriel. Gabriel says it's nice to meet you too, Ash. If you haven't been yet, there's a place I've heard of called Sunbreeze Grove where Lady Celestia lives. Apparently she knows all about dragons. Twilly might be able to show you the way if... Oh, speaking of the Moglin, actually I've been to Sunbreeze Grove already, and Lady Celestia's been helpful but a little bit naive, if that makes sense. She's apparently friends with the red dragon that tried to eat me. Quickly, Ash! Quickly, Ash! You have to help! There's an undead army outside the east gate! God damn it! What are the Guardians doing? Is everyone safe? The Guardians are on lunch break. Wherever they came from, these undead knew exactly when to attack. That's suspicious. What else can you tell us about the situation, Twilly? I mean, I said they were attacking, but they're all just standing there outside the gate, menacingly. I have to see this for myself. Come on, Gabriel. Wait for me! And me! I can help too! Something I learned in 9th grade is that first rule of fighting in a war is no lunch breaks. We can take them 3 on 3. Actually, Quigley, there's 4 of us. Sorry, I didn't count you. You know, no magic and all. I can still fight! Okay, 3 on 3 plus Ash. Twilly? Oh, yeah, they're all wearing hockey masks, too. Well, whatever they're doing, we have to stop them. Yeah, it's up to us to protect fucking Reach. Let's do it to it. Noon of the Dead. The dragons finally hatched, but trouble's brewing just outside fucking Reach. I think this is supposed to be a pun of the Night of the Dead. Not exactly a pun, but more like poking fun of Night of the Dead, which I'm pretty sure is the title of an old horror movie. Ash really needs to be scaled up to Quigley's level. Because apparently the undead are treating him like a punching bag. You're gonna want a potion next time we're in battle, Ash. Where is this battle leading us exactly? Down tree, not a good sign. Light. It has -10 resistance to light, so Quigley should switch weapons to the strong shimmer. And that's the last of them, I hope. That wasn't so bad. Are you sure this was a proper invasion, Twirly? I never said that. I just said I didn't know it was... I never said that. I never said that. I just said I didn't know what was going on. Wait, I never said that. I just said I didn't know what was going on. I guess we're about to find out. Meh, all the masks keep breaking, but I think I have enough to... You! Zorback? Sorry. Zorback! That's his name? You figured it out just now, Quigley? He traveled with you once before. What? Oh, it's you. Are you responsible for this undead attack? Meh, no. I was looking to start a hockey team and these undead skeletons just happened to be plodding through. Meh, no. I was looking to start a hockey team and these undead skeletons just happened to be plodding through. You have got to be kidding me. Are you telling me you sat here and put hockey masks on undead soldiers from someone else's undead army? We were going to use Twilly as the ball, or however hockey works. Just use a puck. What are you doing here, Zorback? Mind your own business. Shouldn't you be getting... Mind your own business. Shouldn't you be getting kicked around by someone? Wait, so where did all these undead come from then? From the south, you know, to the wood, and since you broke all of these, I'm heading back to get more. Uh-oh. Oh, looks like there's one left. Oh, looks like there's one left. Dang, I wanted that one to be my ghoulie. Oh, ghoulie, I get it. Meh, later, losers. I'm not gonna lie, I predicted that this particular fiend would be the boss in this quest. Who drops a cluster of walking sticks from the sky? Light -20, fire -20. I think Quigley is all set with this one. The Deadwood Destroyer winds up a massive punch, but not strong enough to take Quigley down. Tough luck, Deadwood Destroyer. Oh, now that's a more menacing punch. Now Quigley's the one that needs a health potion. And Ash still has one left. Your foe refuses to fall to your direct attack. Wait, what? This is bad. How can it just refuse to fall? It doesn't work like that. This isn't right. Well, this is more encouraging. What was that all about? That was Zorbak, an evil Mogren necromancer. Yes, Quigley knew that already. It's been explained twice. He's always up to no good. When is he not up to no good? Yeah, we've met before. On the road to Falconreach, he sicked a bear on me. But phew, at least we managed to stop him. I'll make sure to let the Guardians know what happened. You did great too, Gabriel. I'm hungry. Quigley, why is your dragon looking at me like that? Not again. That reminds me, don't forget to visit Sunbreeze Grove and speak to Lady Celestia about feeding and training Gabriel, if you haven't already. I can take you there. Just don't let Gabriel eat me, please. Oh, too late. And here's a treasure chest. Okay, 13th sword. Unlucky 13th sword. So that's where all the Friday the 13th rares have gone off to. This mask once belonged to the great and terrible warrior, Jason. It was said long ago that anyone who holds his power would be impossible to kill. Here's the 13th dagger. This dagger once belonged to Michael Myers, squire to the great and terrible warrior Jason. It was said long ago that anyone who holds his power would be impossible to kill. Is that supposed to be a reference to the Halloween movies that Jamie Lee Curtis was in? This one seems unlucky. All resist increases damage taken, but also improves healing. Well, no kidding, it's called the Unlucky 13th Dagger, so it's a wonder why it would be unlucky. Unlucky 13th Staff. It just looks like a tainted, blood-stained hockey stick. This staff once belonged to the great and terrible warrior Jason. It was said long ago that anyone who holds his power would be impossible to kill. There you go. 13th sword. Looks like the kind of sword that Jason would use in the Friday the 13th movies. I never watched them. But they're referenced in this. They're referenced in Onyx Entertainment's games all the time. This knife is also bloodstained. I think it's a Machi, if I'm remembering the name of that weapon correctly. That pesky blue Mogren is up to mischief again. Great, and there's time to look around. Nothing beats a cozy little walk around town. Did you know that at night, There are all kinds of weird glowing things in the park. There's even a portal that only works after dark. Have to check it out sometime. Might want to avoid him for now. He seems a bit sussy. Hail Warrior! Hail Guardian Jenny! If you are bored, you should try doing some fishing. I've heard a lot of crazy stories about it lately. Hail Zarek, how have you been, friend? I've been well, Soldier. Still sewing up a storm? Aye, so what brings you to Falconreach? Well, I hopped a caravan from Moonridge just to get away from the monotony of guard duty for a while. I figured I'd take in some sights and maybe attend an auction while I'm here, but the items weren't to my liking. A well-earned vacation, I'm sure. I too came to attend an auction, but alas, it is as you have said. They often bring in new items, however. It is worth your time to return. Oh, excellent. I spoke to the owner, Griff. He seems to be an interesting fellow. I believe he will bring in some unique pieces. Fantastic! Hey, let's go grab a smoothie at the inn and gripe about our jobs while we wait for the next one. Excellent idea. Seems about average. Lana, this mission is important. You must obtain it and bring it back to prove your courage. The harbor is always so busy this time of day. Even the fish are biting. Anywhere but Sunbreeze Grove to Babylon. I think I've heard the name before. It's all familiar to me, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Come on, rookie, get your guard up. How are you ever going to defend the town if you can't defend yourself? Whoa, that was deep. Tell me about it. Welcome, Quigley. If you wish to travel quickly, you may use our griffin. He is to your right. We lost so many. To wars? Yeah, without a doubt. And check out the view. It's lovely here. Oh, here's the Trevor map, finally. It only unlocks when our character's dragons hatch. Otherwise, the griffin's not there. Probably best to avoid Cicero for now. Klaus saw firsthand that it can be eccentric, and that's putting it politely. Hello there. Hi, anything interesting going on? Well, I did hear some news about that guild of archaeologists, Ancient Dreams. Recently, one of their members unearthed a tomb in Doomwood, but no one has been brave enough to enter it. Not even the one who found it? Either you're nuts or you've never been to Doomwood Forest. Only a seasoned adventurer would dare to do something like that. Quigley's both nuts and he's never been to Doomwood Forest. So they just excavate old ruins and leave them for somebody else to explore? Usually they hire adventurers they can trust to clear out the place first, and then they check it out. But nobody wanted this job. I wonder if I can find it. Well, if you do, I'm sure Elion would be happy. Hope I'm pronouncing that name right. Elion? He's the archaeologist who led the team that found it. He was really mad when they couldn't find anybody to clear the place. All that hard work for nothing. Yep. Ancient Dreams? Do you know where the guild is located? No, sorry. Ancient Dreams has members excavating sites all over Lore, though I'm sure you'll run into one of them sometime. Yep. Elion? What other sites has Elion found? Well, he's the one who found Rivering Keep and Siren's Anchorage, to name a couple. Sounds interesting. And those are just the ones I know about. I'm sure there are more. Elion's very famous. One of these days, I'll get out of here and explore some of them. But for now, I'm just enjoying living in town. Wonder what this is. Falcon's Nest Grove, in loving memory of all those who paid the price of freedom. We have lost many, yet we have saved many more. Falconreach will not forget your sacrifice. Even now, in the United States, freedom has been taken for granted. But there's a No Kings protest this weekend. I sadly can't go to it, but I'll hopefully be there in spirit, and the protesters never take their freedom for granted. They know what happens when they give up their basic rights out of fear. It's so peaceful here. You said it, Adeline. It's just my kind of town. Oh, here's the portal that Guardian was talking about. Use portal. Not right now. Hi, Annapurna. Have you come to see the statue? Yes. Oh, me too. This is my favorite place in all of Falconreach. Every day I come here, it's my spot. It is very peaceful here. Listening to the water flowing is quite relaxing. Yeah, well it is, but that's not why I come here. Someday I'm going to become a super great mage like Warwick. He is my hero. Oh, I see. What? You don't think I can? I think you can. If you train hard enough, I believe you will succeed. Really? Sweet. I'm going to train every single day. Someday I'll be just as strong and brave a mage as Warwick is. Then I can help defend the town when we're in trouble. Ha! That's the spirit. I think you'll turn out alright. You're really nice. Would you like to have some of... You're really nice. Would you like to have some of my spellberries? Spellberries? Yeah, all the great mages eat them. They help make your magic stronger. Want some? Of course. Spellberries. Spellberries. She happily gives you a handful and you tuck it away in your pack. They can be used in battle but will spoil eventually. In other words, they disappear when you log out. In other words, they're temporary and they disappear when you log out. I'll remember to get some more later. Thank you very much. I'm sure these will come in handy. Warwick, long may the blue mage live in our hearts. May his journey into Death's realm lead him to peace. Scratched into the bottom it says, he got better. I wonder what happened. Was he in some kind of coma before he quickly got here? I frankly don't know. Endurance, luck. You don't have enough stat points left. Until next level. You can spend your stat points here to improve yourself or untrain all your stats if you need to. But why? Welcome to Town Hall. My wife is busy, but I see a hole in his schedule. Maybe best not to bother him because he's still ticked that the treasury's gold got stolen by the Sneevelicons. No refunds at a barber shop. Yep. Can't get a refund if your hair's already done. Have you been, friend? Good. I just got transferred here. It's nice to finally get a chance to relax a little. Oh, where were you stationed before falconry? I was part of a battalion charged with guarding some of the caravans carrying food into Sword Haven. I see. How interesting. There have been reports of increasing numbers of bandits near the capital. So, you and your team were successful in staving them off, I assume. I'm not entirely sure, actually. Huh? Well, in the time I was there, we didn't see a single bandit. Maybe they heard the Guardians were coming and decided to stay away then. Or they were most likely just biding their time. Perhaps. Something about it still bugs me, though. Okay, maybe I can check out the gingerbread house. Hello, young one. Feeling a little peckish? I am Grotto, little one. You look hungry, very thin. You need to eat more. I can fatten you up with sweets and pies, or pizza. In fact, it should either be I'm Grotto or I am Grotto. Having I'm and am in the same sentence seems to be a grammatical error. And that kind of makes the dialogue box look weird. I'll even teach you how to make them yourself. I can cook many things. Some of the more complex dishes may even help you fight better. I'll think about it. Why, hey there, friend. If you know somebody who needs farming equipment, send them to me. I'll be sure to do that. Why do I always get stuck with the menial tasks in this party? That blasted meat shield could be doing this while I study spells. Capes and wings, necklaces, rings, come and buy my pretty things. Trinky Bell, how cute. Rings and necklaces. Okay, Brute Ring, the ring will pump you up. You do not have enough funds to buy this item. Wonder what Quigley can sell in order to get it. Elite Pentagonal Plate, not in the mood. I don't think he needs the patch of sparkly sand anymore. I think the note from Supporter is no good. You can sell that too. Nope, not getting rid of that. Unset note from Dracat. That can go to Zan's secret plans. And still not enough for a decent ring. But can Quigley still afford a cape or a wing? Or a pair of wings, I meant to say. A sapphire cloak. A jeweler based the color of his cloak off one of the gems he gave to his wife. Lovely. Thank you, Trinky Bell. Anytime. The Knight Captain of Valeron has sent me to claim a certain item from your battalion. To whom may I speak to about this matter? I don't know, but I think that Guardian Superior might be in the tower all the way at the end of town. For the love of all that is sane, do not touch that warrior, nor the undead cannon. Noted. I heard a rumor that if that catapult was launched, it launches a substance that can cause the world to explode. Definitely don't want to take a chance with that. Aspenball Academy coming soon. Professors needed. And this is the memorial statue to relieve all the wars from DragonFable in Book 1. Hopefully they stay that way because about a few of them so far have been revised to be integrated into the main storyline. The southern gate is currently barricaded due to an excessive rat problem. I heard bandits. The librarian is still under construction. Greetings, warrior, and welcome to the Luminous Theater Celebrate, where everyone has a chance to shine. Thanks. Ah, I love this town. Every time I head to Oaklore, I always take a moment to rest here. Dragon Knight relics. Dragon Knight's helm, a relic from an exotic land combined with its matching weapon and cape. The set increases your damage against dragons, which will be handy to know when he goes back to face the red dragon, the so-called friend of Lady Celestia. Quigley has 117 dragon coins left, so he'll take it. Oh, that's cute! A little girl is playing with the yellow marlin. I love it! It seems they're... Great. It seems they are waiting for you to leave before... they finish their conversation. Imagine if someone playing the game stayed in this room forever. Then they'll never get back to the conversation and they lose their train of thought. It's both funny and a bit terrifying at the same time. You know, I heard that Galanov gave something of his to the auction house. The proceeds will be donated to something nice. You're in my personal space, bub. Sorry. Another fallen hero? Demento. May bravery be inspired is us all. May bravery be inspired is us all. Something about this sentence just leaves a bad taste in my mouth, and is us all has me tongue-tied. May bravery be inspired as us all. So confusing. Hopefully it gets revised in a later update. Hello, Ganesh. Hi, Quigley. You and your dragon are quite a... Hello, Quigley. You and your dragon are quite the pair. What else going on? Hello, Quigley. Hi, Quigley. You and your dragon are quite the pair. Why not go on some adventures together? That can wait until Quigley advances his training at Sunbreeze Grove. In the meantime, it's getting close to 2 a.m., so I must hit the hay. Well, you guys can let me know what you think. I'll say this again after I have another sip. My throat's getting dry once again. There we go. You guys can let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Have a good weekend. Go, go, go.
go.